Is this thing on? What's up, wonderful world of YouTube? So, we're back. Or at least I'm back. Y'all have always been there, somewhere else. But anyways, yep, we're back. I hadn't made a video in over a year. Life got busy, business got busy. There wasn't very much time. Things happened. But anyways, I know a lot of y'all had been sending messages and comments and everything. I guess a lot of people were asking for an update on this, and because last video I posted, I was still collecting parts. Nothing was done. A few things here and there, but so this is gonna be part one of maybe 2-3 videos, just getting everybody up to date on everything that has been going on and where we are right now and what to expect for the following year. So let's jump in. This is the hatch. She's done. She's been putting in work, but we'll get back up to the current state of where she is here shortly. So let's start off by saying that from the last video, we ended up finishing the car the day of Streetcar Takeover Atlanta 2019, I want to say. No, 2020. No, 2020. My bad. 2020. Somewhere on there. I don't know. Either one of those 2 years. But anyways, main thing is the car was finished. One of the things that people were asking about was those FCS rear trailing arms. I actually did not end up using the FCS rear trailing arms. I ended up going with the Hub City OEM style trailing arms. Main reason being that with the FCS kit, the caliper does not accommodate for an e-brake, and me wanting to stick to the whole streetcar, thing, I really didn't want a big staging brake and having to figure out how to e-brake the car whenever I was on the street, whatever the case may be. So I ended up doing the FCS rear trailing arms on the car. My fabricator and tuner Moni, shout out to Moni for all the help throughout the whole life of the car. He ended up fabricating dual 5-gallon fuel cells for it. Everything else was FCS kit except for the rear bracket. We ended up doing the Hub City one as well, just because it has better mounting positions than the Hasport one. A lot of people out there were saying that it was, having issues with cracking transfer cases and bell housings and all this other stuff. So anyways, the car got done. We made it to Streetcar Takeover in Atlanta, but that whole weekend, not blaming anything, it was just plagued with issues. I was having electrical issues caused by a bad battery and alternator issues. So the car would lose, I guess it would go down on voltage halfway down the track. So there was issues. And then the following day, whenever they were doing dig racing, the car started to overheat. So we ended up taking off the thermostat in the parking and the pits, just to let it flow. And needless to say, we ended up having an issue that the machine shop that ended up doing the block for the car, the CSS block, ended up over chamfering cylinders 3 and 4, which in return cracked the sleeve. Cracked sleeve, was pushing coolant. It was a big mess. So the car, before Streetcar Takeover, after Streetcar Takeover, I rocked the car like that for a little bit until the problem, got bigger and bigger and bigger. We went on the streets a couple of times, and car did okay, but there was a lot more left on the table. So backtrack, I threw a fresh head gasket on there to try to, you know, save some time and whatever, you know, whatnot. Was doing okay, but obviously it was still pushing some coolant through. Yeah, the car was finally, you know, turned up a little bit. It was like mid to low 20 psi, and the car did work. The first night that the car went out on the street, the maiden voyage, we did a 40 to 140 roll with a local guy. He has a ZR1 Corvette that had heads, cam, pulley, E85. I want to say it was a solid 800 horsepower car, but buses on them. In the other lane, there was a full bolt-on Hellcat, put buses on him. I'll insert the video right now. The car did great. We hit a few you know, street events here and there, and you know, the car did great on the street. Fucked up a couple GTRs, you know, some on luck, some on you know actual car. But after that, the whole cracked sleeve, it became a big problem. So around that time, I ended up taking the motor out, and I had a stock K20Z1 laying around at the house. We put that in, just put some head studs in, and valve springs and retainers, and I rocked that for a solid 6 months or so. No, probably like about 5 months this year. That motor was, I mean, it was screaming for its life, but it did great. On that setup, I actually went to Streetcar Takeover in Charlotte, and I was able to break into the nines. It was a 997, I want to say, on the stock K20 bottom end, with just springs and retainers and head studs, obviously. Here for a while, and a solid night. Went out to race a Hellcat that's supposed to be making like somewhere upwards of 900, and we did a 40 to 140. Me being me, instead of letting out, I kept on going, and that old reliable K20 ended up blowing up.
Alright, they're good. Who's winning? You got him. Civic pulled on him. Oh shit, somebody blew their motor.
The Civic, I think.
The Civic blew the motor. Civic blew his motor.
Civic blew the motor?
Yep.
Oh! Hold the forward! Hold the forward! Hold the straight blew up.
So now. That'll be for another video, so I can explain what we got going on in the current setup. So right now, I'm just gonna post up a couple of the videos, just a couple videos and clips of where we are now to, well, not where we are now, but of, you know, the little transition between the broken block to the stock K20 area. It'll be a few racing videos and, you know, some of the, you know, content that I have on the phone. Let's put it that way. But yeah, so y'all enjoy the videos. I'm gonna, you know, post up a couple little things over here. Try to keep the video maybe 30-40 minutes long, just so everybody can get caught up. And then on the next video, we'll go through the setup to how the car is now. We'll go through the setup and, you know, what we've done with, you know, as far as this, how it sits right now. So yeah, we'll put the videos up. I'll give you a quick run through before the videos go, and we'll go from there.